welcome to my what I eat in a day video. So I thought I would do a what I eat in a day. So this morning I just had my Body Bloom by Sarah's day. I try and have that every morning. But first I do scrape my tongue as well, which is an Ayurvedic thing to do. So you just pretty much get the bacteria off your tongue, because otherwise if you don't scrape your tongue then you're eating and drinking your bacteria from your tongue that's been in your closed mouth all night, and that's gross. Anyway, yes, so getting back on track. Had my Body Bloom this morning and then I went for my walk. I try and do that every morning as well, but I went for a super short one because I just was not feeling it today. Usually I will do about 4 kilometers to 5 kilometers, go for 40 minutes to an hour, and I just was not feeling it today. The whole time I was like, I've had enough. So I think it was a 30-minute or 25-minute walk, but something's better than nothing, which I always say all the time. And the other thing was that last night, so I've been really, and this is why I wanted to do what I eat in a day, I've really changed my eating habits to help my skin. My skin's probably the best it's been in a really long time. I might put some photos of how it has been in the past, but that's my main goal, I guess, is to overall health, but to really focus on my skin. So I've been changing the way that I've been eating. I have really been cutting down on my sugar, and I'll talk about that later. But last night I got home from work at at 10 I got home, because I worked 4.5 hours and it's hospitality, so just really busy, and I did have dinner before I went. I had dinner at 4:30, but I was still a bit hungry. So I had these gluten-free, I'm celiac by the way, gluten-free macaroons, and they were nice, but not that nice. And then now I feel a little bit sick this morning because I literally have not been eating any sort of processed crap. But you win some, you lose some. The old me would have been really frustrated and upset about that, but I ate some macaroons and I'm not gonna die. So this morning I've tried to drink quite a bit of water, had my Body Bloom. Now I'm gonna go have breakfast and I will show you what I'm having. I feel like I have my own cooking show. This is literally why I love getting back into YouTube, because when I was younger I would literally, and when I was younger, I do it now, I would stand in the kitchen and be buttering toast and be so now I'm just going to, did you get that steak? Come on, steak. Now I'm just gonna butter my toast. So I always talk about to myself anyway, so I may as well be recording it. Okay, so I'm going to be making a smoothie. I'm going to grab all the ingredients, talk you through them, and then why it's a happy hormone smoothie, as well as just a good smoothie. Even if you're not wanting to fixate or focus on your hormones, it's just a great smoothie to have in the morning. Okay, so getting started, I will mention I'm trying to be doing seed cycling. So for the first 15 days of my cycle, I've been trying to increase my pepitas and my flaxseed, because they help increase estrogen in the first half of your cycle. That's when you do get that natural raise in estrogen. But now that I'm in the second half of my cycle, I'm having sesame seeds and sunflower seeds, and that's because they boost progesterone. So what really happens when you first day of your cycle, which is the first day that you bleed, you get a raise in estrogen. That then dies off after your cycle, and sort of to take over, you get an increase in progesterone. A lot of the time we don't get that. A lot of women don't get that increase in progesterone, because progesterone is a precursor for cortisol. So progesterone can get broken down into cortisol, and we all know cortisol is a stress hormone, and we produce a lot of that in this day and age. So sunflower seeds and sesame seeds are things that I incorporate in savory foods. Flaxseed I can put in my smoothie. The rest I don't put in smoothies. So this morning I'm not going to put any seeds in here apart from chia seeds, which I mix in after, just to make sure that I'm full of longer, some healthy fat, and also for fiber, and it keeps me regular, and especially after I've got that pain in my stomach from those macaroons. So I'm excited to go to the bathroom. I've already gone to the bathroom, but I need to go again. First thing I do is chuck in some almond milk. This is the almond milk I've been using. So I only put one thing in here that sweetens it up, which is a frozen banana. You can use a not frozen banana, it's probably better for you to not use a frozen, because you don't really want to be frozen foods aren't the best for our body. But to me it's as a nutritionist, I always think okay, well, what's the proportion of joy that I'm getting for this versus, do you know what I mean? So, and I get a lot of joy from having frozen banana in my smoothie, so I'm gonna keep doing it. So that's one whole banana. I used to only put half a banana but there isn't really that much sugar in half a banana. Like, I'll be fine. If that's like pretty much the only sugar that I have in this whole meal and the meals to come, then that's fine. Big on healthy fats, that's what I'm really trying to focus on. Again, I'm trying to really help my hormones and just really improve my overall health. So I'm going to put in quite a bit of avocado. When you put avocado in a smoothie, it just gets like creamy and delicious. And you can't really taste the avocado. So don't freak if you haven't done this before and you think it's gonna taste like avocado on toast in a blender. It's not. Okay, I'm moving right along. I'm gonna do some peanut butter. I only put a little bit of peanut butter in, and this is a Mavis peanut butter. Yeah, so it's all peanuts, roasted peanuts with a tiny bit of salt. A lot of, my stomach just rumbled, a lot of the peanut butters that you just get at the supermarket are full with crapola. I just really like the taste of peanut butter, so that's why I put it in. And it is good to have another source of fat because then it's going to keep you fuller for longer. Mum just got back from a run. I'm going to put in some maca powder as well. I actually really like the taste of this. It's kind of like a caramelly sort of undertone, and I really enjoy putting that in my smoothie. Again, that's great for hormones. Yeah, I pretty much spend all of my time and like my main focus. I think as a nutritionist, you never stop learning. I mean, you know, no one can stop learning, but it's such a rapidly changing industry. There's just so much to learn. So that's what all my spare time, you know, looking at what can I do to help my hormones, what can I do to help my skin, and maca powder is one of those things. And now I'm going to be adding some collagen powder. This is the Collagen Beauty from Nutri Organics. So I just put 2 scoops of that, and then again, collagen, really good for gut health, but also skin, hair, and nails. You can walk in, it doesn't matter. I also just put in some of the Loving Earth dark drinking chocolate. I just put a tiny bit of that in just because it gives it a really nice chocolatey taste, but I only put a little bit in. The last thing I put in is just a whole bunch of spinach. This, again, if you haven't done it in your smoothie before, don't freak out because you can't taste it. And it's just about getting as many greens as you can. We say that we have to have 5 like veg a day. That's like the minimum of what we should really be having, and especially diverse micronutrients. So if you're just having lots of potato, sweet potato, nothing wrong with them, they're great, but you're significantly reducing your chance to have micronutrients. So I like to think every single meal, how am I diversifying my micronutrients, how am I getting as many veg as possible, because it's all good and well to say aim for 5 and then get 3 and think you've done a good job, but 5 really is just like the baseline. So just try and then get creative about it and try and like fit as many veg that you can into any particular meal and make that a focus. So instead of thinking, okay, how many calories is in this meal, how much fat is in this meal, just be like, well, what nutrients am I getting from this? How is this going to nourish my body? And what could I add to it to make it more nourishing? I think that that's a really important thing to focus on. I personally don't count macros, I don't count calories, and I'm so out of touch with it. Like in my degree, I had to work a lot with kilojoules because in Australia we use kilojoules. But it's just never something that's resonated with me. I don't like involving numbers with food because I think when you put numbers into something, it makes it really analytical. It makes it really mathematical, and I think food should be an intuitive thing. That being said, I have a lot of friends who count macros, and I've talked to a lot of people, even on the podcast, who count macros, and I've got nothing against that, but just personally, I would rather look at a meal and try and like eat towards the seasons, eat towards how I'm feeling, then make sure it's got a certain amount of each macronutrient in it. And it's actually really great to be aware of fats, protein, carbohydrate, and what they do for your body and how much you should be having and what works for you. But I just don't count macros, so I won't be saying how many macros I've been eating today or like my calories or kilojoules because I don't even know. I just eat to fuel my body. And in regards, fat loss isn't a major goal of mine, but I do a monthly scan. One of my friends works at the gym that I go to, so we do a monthly scan on hers, and I have been gaining muscle and losing fat. So it's obviously working for me what I've been doing. My skin's been clearing, and I just don't think we need to be, well, I don't think I need to be fixating on numbers. But yeah, so that's everything in my smoothie. I'm going to blend that up, and then I'm going to add the chia seeds into the glass, then stir that up. I'm going to sip on this while I do some stuff for nourishing brunch, and then this really does keep me full for quite a while, so I probably won't need to eat until, it's 9:30 now. I had a super late start to the morning, but I probably won't need to eat until 12:30, so that's when I will touch on with you next, and I'm gonna have lunch. I'm so excited. Okay, so now it's 1:30. I haven't eaten since breakfast just because I was getting stuck in some things that I was doing. So I'm going to make my lunch now. And I think that I'm just going to make it my dinner as well, just because I'm a little bit short on time and I'm working dinner shift tonight, which starts at 5. So I kind of just want to get it all done. Eating pizza. I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh my god, that's not healthy, Ebony. But it is. So my mum and I made some gluten-free pizza bases. It's using buckwheat, olive oil. So I don't have that exact recipe because that's my mum's recipe, but I'm going to just be putting on some like vegetables. And to me, that's about healthy eating, is about not just eating healthily, but finding foods that you love and making them healthier. Okay, so that just came out of the oven. I don't know what my hair is doing. So I've made 2 of these. One of these is gonna be my dinner because like I said, I have work pretty early. So I've been a little bit lazy and just made 2 of those for dinner. You might have noticed that I don't really snack throughout the day, but it's honestly because like that smoothie kept me full for so long, and I'm really just trying to train myself, and well, I have trained myself to, if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. That being said, I definitely get the right amount of nutrients and like kilojoules and stuff into my body. I did have that small juice, which is ginger and orange, and I will probably be having some special teas which really help with my skin, but I will save those teas for the video that I'm going to do specifically on skin. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.